about growing the mycorrhizae. So
Yes,
can
sir.
you elaborate how exactly is then that done, and what material is used for that? And do we require that all kind of hormones and so to cultivate that? So in that case, it must be becoming very expensive. So can you
Yes,
please
sir.
comment on that?
Yes, sir. The cost of, I would like to, as you said, it is expensive. The cost of the product is around 45 to 55,000 per kg.
Okay.
So, so regarding cost, all the industries are including these costs because the product, the media which is used for production of this mycorrhiza is having very high concentration of sugars and vitamins. So definitely it is supporting the growth of other organisms also. So while producing this mycorrhiza, we need to take care of these things. We have to keep the environment very clean so that the desired organism is able to grow. Second, regarding hairy root, the carrot hairy roots are used which are infected with the rhizobium rhizogenes. So these recombinant roots are used for cultivation of the uh, mycorrhiza spores. What we have to do, we have to separate the spores. Generally, we know the procedure that sieving of the soil from different meshes. And once we are able to separate the spores, we have to disinfect the spores. Then we have to make root spore association, means spore root association we have to make after disinfection, and we have to allow that spore root association up to certain days. Once the spore is able to infect the root, it's the roots also start to grow over there in the media, and along with that the spores are also producing, means the spores is also germinating and producing its mycelia. So it is making a network over there, and we have to use that in that complete set of spore root association as a inoculum, and then we are able to develop bottles.
Okay. And one more query about it. When you use this mycorrhizae in the fields, that time
Yes, sir.
other organisms are also there to compete in case of
Yes, sir.
nutrients and water and all that. So how do these mycorrhizae survive under such circumstances? Because if we compare with the other organisms, they grow very fast. Mycorrhizae
Yes,
are
sir.
comparatively slow growers. So slow growers will always be trailing, and fast growing organisms which are present in the soil will grow very fast and compete. So how to tackle this problem?
In this case, sir, means to be very honest, I have not studied this with respect to soil or with respect to field application, but I have seen the mycorrhiza is mostly related to the presence of roots. It depends upon the root exudates. So it needs root exudates for growing majorly. We can't grow these spores separately without the roots. So when the organism, this mycorrhiza spore starts to grow along with the roots, once the root exudates, roots exudates comes in close proximity with its spores, it gets triggered and it starts to germinate. And once the germination is started, with the help of plant growth, it is growing. While
Okay.
in case of other organisms, the soil nutrients are also responsible for the growth of these organisms. And these organisms are supporting the growth of that plant. But majorly root exudates are responsible for the growth of these mycorrhiza spores.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
That is why
Thank you.
in bottles also we need hairy roots.
And from where to procure these seeds for hairy root? I mean to say, are you using the seeds of carrot or some other way of doing that?
In this case, sir, we have to prepare our, first of all, we have to prepare our recombinant root by using carrot roots that is infected with these rhizobium rhizogenes. Once the recombination means, you can see number of articles how these hairy roots are developed. Once the hairy root is developed, you have to collect the spores from soils and you have to start for spore root interaction.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for the nice
Good evening, sir.
lecture. This is Dr. Nalini from Mailadurai. I have a query. Like when you develop or when you produce large scale trichoderma viridae and metarhizium lecani and all, is it that it can be in a less sterile area, or it should be really completely sterile?
No,
when you are going to use them as biofertilizer applications?
So to be very honest, in this case also, for production
Mm.
purpose, we required highly sterile area. But
Oh,
while
okay.
formulating these things, because
Mm.
unless and until there is a large concentration, means cell count is there in your produce,
Yeah.
then and
Yeah.
then you can prepare formulation. And formulations government have already given certain means
Yeah.
we can say uh, safe zone for us. It should be having
Yeah.
less microbial contaminant, less than 10
Mm.
raised to 4 or 10 raised to 5. Why?
Mm.
Because
Mm.
ultimately when you increase the organism concentration or CFU in your formulation in your
Mm.
batch,
Mm.
while formulating you can use inert carrier material. So it is good
Mm.
if you are able to
Yeah.
sterilize that whole material like talc and all those, but it is very difficult if you want to
Mm.
sterilize complete 1 metric ton of talc or 1 metric ton of
Yeah.
dextrose also.
That is
So
not
for
possible.
that purpose only gamma radiation and all those things are, but it's very costly. Again, the cost of production is increasing and the product value is also increasing.
Mm.
So the generally for production purpose, industrialists are preferring sterile environment, and later on in formulation area,
And mixing
they
with
are
the inert
keeping
material.
maximum hygiene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Nilesh sir, please.
Um, Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Sir,
sir.
there are very stringent guidelines for the selling of biopesticides. My
Yes, sir.
question is regarding biofertilizer. Do we require any licensing for the sale of the biofertilizer, even after following all the specifications mentioned in the FCO?
Yes, sir. For selling purpose, first of all, there is need of infrastructure, need of manpower, skillful persons are there. The authority are auditing our facilities. Is it able to miss this facility? If we are filing for selling purpose, selling license of this biofertilizers. So once we registered for once we started for registration of biofertilizer sale, then these people means their authorities came to our lab. They see whether the instruments are there, whether the skillful persons are there, where the eligibility criteria means proper qualification is there of the candidate that are going to produce. Such kind of things are observed and noticed. They are having certain forms where they require all these essential documents also. They see one by one each and every instrument. Once these things are means completed or fulfilled by us, then they easily give us license for means or sale permit for biofertilizer. But for sale permit, it is not as such means as much as required, but manufacturing purpose this is required.
But authority means exactly which authority, sir?
Government agriculture officers generally, sir. State government officers in
Okay.
agriculture section, Department of Agriculture. So these people are coming here and they are visiting the labs. They are visiting the manpower who are working in that area. What are the safety precautions over there? In case of manufacturing, if you are having manufacturing license, every year, even within in 1 year, they come up to 4 to 5 times. Means they can visit any time. So as to check
Okay.
whether the things are going properly or not.
And who will give the manufacturing license?
State government, sir.
Means
In
again
biofertilizer.
agriculture.
Yes, sir. Agriculture department in Pune, I think they have.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well, if there is no any question, I thank Jai Singh for having this wonderful session and joining us
Thank you, sir.
for this FDP. And thanks to all participants for joining this first day of FDP. And I hope these sessions were very stimulating and inspiring. So we'll stop the proceedings of first day and we'll resume the second day tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So till then, goodbye and good night to all.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
once again. Thank you.
Yes,
You.
good night, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Day one feedback from
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So day one feedback form, sir.
Feedback form.
We'll share the details in the WhatsApp group, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello. Sir, I'm not joined in WhatsApp group. How to join that group?
And, have you registered? What's your name?
Yes, sir. I'm registered.
Dipashri
Dipashri Malkhede.
Just a minute. Dipashri
Dilip Malkhede.
Malkhede.
Dilip Malkhede.
Okay, okay.
M.
We'll send the email to you. Can you share your email?
You are correct.
I think your email is wrong. You please share your correct email. Dipashri.
Sir, that was right one. DIPSHRI.malkhede14@gmail.
Yes.
No, it's wrong. What you have submitted it is wrong. There is spelling mistake.
Okay, sir, I will check.
Correct.
You spell the correct email once again, please.
DIPSHRI.
Okay.
Dot
Next.
MAL
Huh?
AHEDE
Huh?
14@gmail.
Okay. You will get email on this mail ID, and there will be a link
sir.
for joining the WhatsApp group. Fine.
Okay, sir.
If anybody is there with the same problem, they can send their correct email ID so that we can share the WhatsApp link for the group. Tejas, itu follow karena direct to
Hello. Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, please. What's the problem?
Sir, the meeting is over, I think.
Yes, meeting is over.
Because
Meeting is over. You can leave.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sandeep sir, actually what happened?
Yes, please.
There are, I think, more than 10 members still in the
Yes.
Google Meet. That's why I asked.
No, they will leave accordingly, sir. They will take time.
Okay, I will leave.
Okay, you can leave.